The industry learned that players respond strongly to unpredictable rewards, the same principle that drives slot machine engagement. The pattern accelerated rapidly. 1980. Rogue pioneered random loot drops. 1996. Diablo introduced color loot Reddit. White, blue, yellow colors trigger faster brain responses than text. That split second of seeing gold creates instant dopamine release before conscious recognition occurs. Players were being conditioned to associate randomness with reward. 2002 marked a critical shift. Magic: The Gathering went digital. People began paying real money for virtual card packs. Digital randomness with monetary value. The model proved that consumers will spend actual currency on intangible, randomized digital items. 2003. MapleStory introduced gachapon. Digital slot machines at $1 per pull. Players embraced the format. The breakthrough came in 2009 with FIFA Ultimate Team. This wasn't just loot boxes, it was an entire economy. Players could buy packs, trade with others, build teams. It combined the sports fandom with randomized reward psychology. The results were unprecedented. FIFA Ultimate Team now generates more revenue for EA than selling the base FIFA game. 2010. Team Fortress 2 perfected the freemium model. Free containers, paid keys. The temptation was free. Acting on it cost money. CSGO in 2012 created something unprecedented. Weapon skins valuable enough that third-party gambling sites emerged. Individual skins sold for thousands of dollars. A virtual economy based entirely on randomized rewards had formed. 2016. Overwatch normalized loot boxes across mainstream gaming. The strategy was positioning cosmetics only, no gameplay impact. This made the system appear harmless while generating massive revenue. FIFA was pulling in $1.8 billion annually just from digital card packs. 2017. Star Wars Battlefront 2 crossed the line. Darth Vader was locked behind 40 plus hours of grinding or loot box purchases in a $60 game. Public backlash was immediate and severe. EA's response became Reddit's most downvoted comment ever. Government investigations launched worldwide. Industry response was swift. 2018, Belgium and Netherlands classified loot boxes as gambling. The industry adapted terminology. EA rebranded loot boxes as surprise mechanics, battle passes, direct purchases, and alternative monetization emerged. The core psychological mechanics remained, only the presentation changed. 2020, Genshin Impact refined the model further. PD system guaranteed rare items after set numbers of attempts. This made randomized spending feel fair while generating over $4 billion in revenue. Battle passes exploit FOMO, fear of missing out. Limited time events create artificial scarcity. Gaming has transformed fundamentally. Previous generations bought games for $50 and owned all content. Current games cost $70 plus $20 battle passes plus additional purchases plus cosmetic stores. Spending hundreds or thousands on individual games became normalized industry practice. Research reveals the mechanism behind this transformation. Visual effects, timing, audio cues, even terminology, all borrowed from decades of gambling psychology research. This isn't coincidental. Each development built systematically on previous innovations. Space Invaders introduced unpredictability. Trading cards proved monetization of randomness. Mobile gaming provided constant access. Social media added peer pressure and FOMO. Each step enhanced psychological effectiveness. Industry conferences feature presentations on player engagement using gambling terminology. The borrowing of casino psychology wasn't accidental. It was a strategic business development. The result, a $50 billion industry built on the same psychological principles that make casinos profitable. Variable reward schedules, near-miss programming, escalating investment psychology, loss aversion exploitation. These aren't gaming innovations. They are established gambling techniques applied to digital entertainment. Evidence shows systematic implementation across the industry. Loot box opening animations mirror slot machine sequences. Rare item drops use identical timing to casino wins. Time-limited offers create urgency identical to casino promotions. The parallels aren't superficial, they are foundational. This transformation occurred through documented business strategy, not accident. industry leaders publicly discussed maximizing player lifetime value and increasing engagement metrics. The adoption of casino psychology was deliberate corporate policy. Understanding these mechanisms reveals their intentional design. The urge to open another loot box, purchase limited time items, or complete battle passes, these responses are engineered. The industry's choice to prioritize engagement and revenue over consumer welfare created the current landscape. This 50-year evolution documents how an entire industry adopted gambling psychology for profit. The next time you experience the urge for just one more loot box or feel compelled by limited time offers, recognize that these feelings are the product of decades of psychological research applied specifically to extract maximum spending. The evidence is clear, the pattern is documented, the transformation of gaming into a gambling adjacent industry wasn't accident. It was methodical business strategy based on proven psychological manipulation techniques. But this story isn't over. Change is already happening. Games like Hollow Knight, Hades, Stardew Valley, and Peak prove that ethical monetization can be massively profitable. No loot boxes, no manipulation, just quality games sold honestly. Independent developers are leading a player-first renaissance. Crowdfunding bypasses publisher pressure for exploitative systems. Major publishers are responding to, removing loot boxes from titles, implementing spending caps, developing ethical guidelines. The gaming community is driving change. Reviews highlight predatory monetization. Forums educate newcomers. Content creators expose manipulative mechanics to millions. Government regulations are expanding globally as multiple countries classify these mechanics as gambling. But most importantly, a new generation of developers who experience this system firsthand is entering the industry. They understand the problem and are committed to better alternatives. The future doesn't have to follow the casino model. The evidence shows ethical gaming can succeed. The awareness is growing. The change has begun. Gaming's next chapter is being written now, and players are holding the pen.